So hello friends and welcome to this step-by-step Python course for absolute beginners. In this part we are going to discuss about Python classes and objects, that is the object-oriented programming concept. Python is an object-oriented programming language. In case of object-oriented programming language, there are classes and object. So a class is like a blueprint for creating objects. A class is like a concept. It's like a definition that how the object will look and what will be the properties of that object and what will be the behavior of that object. So a class defines properties and behavior of that particular object that we are going to create. An object is an entity that has a state and a behavior. Almost everything in Python is an object with properties and methods of its own. Object-oriented programming models real-world entities as software objects which have some data associated with them and they can perform certain functions. So let me take an example here, and here I am going to discuss about creating a class called car. So as we have already discussed, a class has some data, or we can call them properties also. So in object-oriented programming you will see data which we can call properties also. So you will see data or properties, and you will also see behavior, or you can say methods or functions. So because we are discussing object-oriented programming, we are discussing about class, so we are using some general terms here. We are not using the programming terms here. So every object, every real world object, for example a car, it has some data or properties and it has some behavior or methods or functions. So for example, data of car can be year in which this particular car was launched. It can be the model, the name of model of that car. It can be make of that car. So for example, year was 2020, model of car was, let's say, Jazz, and make was, let's say, Honda. So these are the data or properties that will be associated by default with this car. We will create objects of this car, and all the objects of this car can be identified with this particular data. We can also create a class because we are creating a concept here. So we can also create concept without default data for this, but we can provide these values that every car will have some year of manufacture, every car will have a model name, and every car will have a name of the brand to which it is associated. Then we can have some behavior or methods also, like starting a car can be a method, applying brakes in car can be a method, let's say Wi-Fi on, or let's say Bluetooth on. So let's say Bluetooth on is a method. There can be any method. Steering can be a method, acceleration can be a method. So that's basically purpose of a car. And when we are using methods, or when we are using the term method or function, so we are using these parentheses. So, and because we have already studied about functions in Python, so we can say that there can be arguments also. So there can be parameters inside these methods also, and this is like variable here. So when you are creating a car, these are some data or properties here, and these are like variables. So these variables can have any value. For example, year variable can have a value 2020 to 2019, whatever value you want to give it. So this is the concept, and this is how we can define class and object. And that's why we are saying object-oriented programming model real-world entities as software objects. They have some data associated with them, and they can perform certain functions. Also in Python object-oriented programming, there is instance. You will interact with this term many times, instance. So we create instance of a class. So while the class is a concept, but an instance is a copy of the class with actual value. Instance is an object belonging to a specific class. So it's not an idea anymore, it's an actual car, like a car model named Amaze, which has black color. So you can see an instance is something which is not an idea, but it is the copy of the class with some actual values. So while defining a class or while creating a class, which is a blueprint for creating objects, we conceptualize things, but when we create objects from a class, those objects actually have some real values. The very basic example that we can take is, let's say in Python we can write x is equal to 56. When we are doing this, when we are writing x is equal to 56, what we are doing is we are creating an object, and you can also determine the type of this object. So you can write type, and you will see this object is actually of type int. So what you are doing here is you are creating an object of class integer, and you are assigning a value 56 to it. In the similar way, when you write name is equal to, let's say, Shyam, so in this case also we are creating an object of class string here, and this object name is the variable which is holding value which is of string data type. So that's why name is an object of class string. So it is an object of class string, and it is not a concept anymore, it is an actual value. So this is the basic concept of Python classes and object. So a class is like a blueprint or a concept for creating object, and the object is an entity that has state and behavior. So after writing this, now we will move ahead and we will see how we can create a class in Python, and how we can instantiate a class, and various other things that are related to classes and objects in Python. So now we can see how we can create a class in Python. So to create a class in Python, we simply have to use a keyword here, and the keyword is class. So similarly, in the case of creating a function, we use def keyword. Here we are going to use a keyword called class. So let me open the code first. So I'm going to open a new Python file in my Jupyter notebook, and I'm going to name it OOP in Python. And now when you create a function, you write def and my function, and then you write these round brackets, and then you write colon, and then you hit enter and start creating it. But in case of creating a class, so our job is to create a class. So while creating a class, what we can do is we have to write class keyword here, and then after writing the class keyword, you have to write the name. So to create a class, you have to write class keyword here, and after writing the class keyword, you have to write the name of your class. So For example, here car is the name of class. Year, model and make are basically the properties of this class. Start break and Bluetooth on the methods of this class. There's a slight difference between method and function. They are basically the same thing, but whenever we talk about objects and object-oriented programming, the term method will be used more often. And functions are basically a block of code that we can access using the name of that function. So we write many expressions inside a function. We write a block of code that can perform a certain task, and then we write the name of function to access that particular code basically. So they are basically one and the same thing, but when it comes to object-oriented programming concept, we create objects. So objects actually access the methods of that particular class. So now going ahead, what we can do here is, so we can create a class. Then after writing the name of your class, hit enter and an indent will be created for you. And let's say x is equal to 45. So now here x is the property of this class, because it's like a variable that we are creating inside a class. It's like this upper half where we provided something like year, model and make. So now you can run this. Now your class is created. Now the next task is to create an object in Python. So now we will try to create an object of this class. So to create an object of this class, we are naming the object as OB1, and OB1 will be the object of first class, and then we can write print OB1 and dot and x. So in the previous example where I demonstrated how you can create your own modules, so now you are familiar with how you can access data of a particular class. So x here is data, data variable which has a value of 45, which is defined in this class. And whenever you create an object of this class, so that object can access the methods and the data inside that class using dot here. So OB1, if you'll print OB1 dot dot, you will simply get a value 45 here. We can take one more example. Let's say class car, and while defining a car, let's say top speed is equal to, let's say 400, and so we are defining one data here. We can define another data, let's say year is equal to 2020. So we have defined our car. Now let's say jazz is equal to, and when you have to access or whenever you have to create object of this class, so you will write the name of your class. Remember, it is case sensitive, so you have to write the same thing that you have to write the same name that you used to create that class. So we used car, C was capital, so we are using the same thing here. Now this object will be created, and now this object can access the data that is present in that class. So if you will write jazz dot top speed, you will get your answer. And if you will write jazz dot year, so now you will get your answer as well. What if I write jazz dot year is equal to 2019? Now if you will write jazz dot year, so it will be changed to 2019. So what is happening here, the object of this class, the way it is created, it can access the value of that class it can access the value of that property, of any property of that class, and it can change its value also. So we have changed the value from 2020 to 2019, and now whenever we'll print jazz.year, so it will print the value. Remember, we can create another object of that class. Let's say amaze is equal to car. So now amaze is an object that will belong to the same class to which jazz belongs, and when I will write amaze dot year, so it will be 2020. So now you can see that difference is, yes, jazz can change the value of that particular property or data, but that data will not be changed for the complete class. So the concept will remain the same, that whenever an object of this class will be created, so its top speed will be 400 and its year of manufacture, let's say, will be 2020. We can alter those values by objects themselves, but the original value will not be altered. So this is concept of this is basic object oriented concept, where you can see how we can create a class and how we can create object of that class. So we have not discussed about methods yet. We have only discussed about the data part here, data or properties part here. So top speed is property of this class, which is called car. Year is another property of this object, which is car. There can be one more thing. Let's say class, let's say bike. So we are creating a class called bike, and let's say again speed and let's say color. So we are providing two data properties to this class, which is called bike, and now when we are creating it, so you can see name is speed is not defined, and so you will receive this error here. If you will put some value to it, for example, speed is equal to 200, color is equal to black, so now you will see this object will be created. So you have to provide some value, and we will see different examples but this is the very basic of object oriented programming in Python, how you can create a class and how you can create objects of that particular class, how those objects can access the properties that are defined while creating that class.